makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang
Handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
sa bawat laban. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may galawan.
The time we've been waiting is here. Two of the toughest teams will go to the battlefield for the Chooks to Go NBL Germans Cup Season 2021 Finals. Ang tahanan ng tunay na homegrown. Let's carry on first the team who's gunning for the first crown with a vengeance. La Union PAOwer. Start off with a dependable and has the desire to get better and better from Aringay, La Union, 5'11", number 1, Roman Gatchalian. He is out and about to showcase his explosiveness, standing 6 feet from San Fernando, La Union, number 3, King Cortiza. His determination is immeasurable and agile and indestructible. 6'0" from San Fernando, La Union, number 5, Romel Doliente. Another hustler player who can explode when it's needed is 5'7" from San Fernando City, La Union, number 10, Fermo Rico Francisco. We got another pesky player who can defend much taller. He's tough, plain and simple. He don't stumble from San Fernando, 5'8", number 18, Adrian Kaasi. He can make consecutive baskets from beyond the arc with his sweet shooting touch. 5'10" from San Fernando City, La Union, number 8, John Patrick Pasqua. He is one of the great blockers and a very aggressive player. His mental toughness says it all. From Bangar, La Union, 6'2", number 7, Margie Plaza. One of the reliable shooters at crunch time, stopping at a dime and a swish from San Fernando, La Union, 5'7", number 11, Kirk Andrew Agulan. A fearless guy and a good finisher, waxing hot making his way inside the paint from Bangar La Union, 6'2", number 34, Mitchell Maynes. He is the court general who has the ability to slice through last year's Huwarang Manlalarong homegrown. The silver knife from San Fernando La Union, standing 5'11", number 27, Irvin Silvetti. And here are the starters for your La Union Power. A stopper and hustling from end to end. Also from San Fernando La Union, 6'0", starting at forward, number 9, Ian Ralph Leona. A swingman and tirelessly competing with the other bigs. At 6'2", from Ago, playing center, number 2, Billy Ray Buwado. A spitfire and determined who can take shots even from long distance. At 5'11", from San Juan La Union, at guard, number 4, Jonathan Ablao. He is one of the premier players, has a strong mind and confident. The 1-2 punch, he can smash and splash from San Fernando La Union, 6'1". Also at guard, number 16, Jeff Pumbid. A formidable player and jack of all trades. It's not about the drive, it's how he arrived, ready to take up the Apollo 14, starting at forward, Jason Apolonio. Head coach for La Union Power is Louis Aquino. Assistant coaches Melvin Fontanilla and Edward Estacio. Ladies and gentlemen, La Union Power. Now, let's make way for the reigning champions, aiming for their back-to-back titles, your Pampanga Delta! On the deck, the rising star from Angeles City, 6'2", number 21, Gabriel Baluyot. He's one of the great shooters and he can knocks it down from downtown, 6 foot tall from Santa Rita, Pampanga, number 10, Jeff Santos. A ferocious guard who can get intimidated by anyone from San Fernando, Pampanga at 5'8", number 30, Raymond Binuya. Next on the line, he is up to the challenge, whatever it takes, and one of the mainstays of the team from Porac, Pampanga, 5'9", number 27, Mark Tamayo. He is the man in the middle who can run for the bucket, towering over the opponents from Mabalacat, standing 6'7", number 29, Ronan Santos. A good defender who can deliver. He's a threat in the shaded area and pull up the trigger at 6'5" from Lubao, Pampanga, number 14, Daryl Pascual. One of the original members from their maiden season who has been instrumental on their defense. 6'3" from Mexico, Pampanga, number 4, Primo Manaloto. He is also one of the pioneering members who've shown versatility for the past seasons. 6'5" from Bacolor, Pampanga, number 7, Al Lianco. A high-flying winger and versatile, last season's most valuable player from Mexico, Pampanga, 6'2", the Springman, CJ Ganya. One of the prolific scorers and last season's finals MVP in the bubble, passionate and efficient, the sniper de Mexico, number 22, Levy Hernandez. Here's the starting unit for your Pampanga Delta. He can throw down the basketball with his good leaping ability. Strongly built from Angeles City, 5'11", number 11, MJ Garcia. His offensive boards and putbacks are one of their vital pieces, and it has gained his confidence. 6'4" from Lubao, Pampanga, number 16, Ranzel Young. A combo guard who can separate and eliminate his opponent from Mabalacat, 6'2", number 8, Jason David. He's the spike and anytime can strike. One of the rebounding leaders from Mexico, Pampanga, 6'3", number 0, Mark Dyke. A do-it-all guy who is simply irresistible. He's an elite, the pride of Apalit, standing 6 feet, number 2, Encho Serrano. Pampanga Delta head coach is Honorable Governor Dennis Delta Pineda. Team manager is Alan Trinidad. Assistant coach Pedic Dimatulak. Ladies and gentlemen, your Pampanga Delta. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, may we call in at the center court our NBL executives, VP for Basketball Operations and the NBL Commissioner, Mr. Edward Aquino, with Executive Vice President, Ms. Rose Montreal, together with the team manager and co-owner of La Union PAOwer, Mr. Pablo Ortega, and representing Honorable Governor Dennis Delta Pineda, team manager Alan Trinidad. Now, let's start off with the Union Power to sing together the Union hymn. Now, let's make a turn for Pampanga Delta to sing together Pampanga hymn.
Kapampangan mi sakwak, kinglegwan naning alaya, gabunding pantas at marangal, sibul ning lubut karinaning tepangan, batis ning katalaruan, at panamdam makabanen, ligaya mi inye payapa, king malugod mong kandungan. Kapampangan sa lening legwan, Kapampangan sandalaning katimawan, kilubing pusumi, atin kang dambana, luit ka, palsintan ming Kapampangan. Luit ka, palsintan ming Kapampangan. Kapampangan sa lening legwan, Kapampangan sandalaning katimawan, hilugding pusumi, atin kang dambana, luit ka, palsintan ring Kapampangan. Luit
to bring in the Philippine flag, here's CJ Ganya of Pampanga Delta and Jason Apolonio of La Union PAOwer. Please remove your caps or your baseball hats for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Thank you very much. Now let's hear from one of the marquee players of both squads, starting off with Jason Apolonio of La Union PAOwer for his short message.
Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. Muna ti amin, agyaman na ti NBL staff ta nabuo dati nga liga. Kini Com, kini Ma'am Rose. Tapos agyaman na kini Boss Paulo Ortega, kini Boss Pablo Ortega ta tano awan suda, awan kami dito nga gayayam ti NBL. Ken dagiti coaching staff, ken teammates ko, ken dagiti amin nga sumusuporta ti La Union PAOwer. Giyaman kami apo. Ako si Jason Apolonio, certified homegrown ng La Union.
Thank you very much, Jason Apolonio of La Union PAOwer. Now let's hear it for CJ Ganya from Pampanga Delta for his short message.
Hello, Maya Pabengi po kay Ayungan. Dakal-dakal salamat po kay alang sawang suporta kay NBL. Pasalamat ko din po na kay alang sawang suporta kay NBL at kay Pampanga Team Delta. And pasalamat ko rin po kay Gobernador Mi, Honorable Dennis Delta Pineda, at kay coaching staff, Coach Alan Trinidad and Coach Pedic. And pasalamat ko din po kay Bubu, kay NBL staff, kang Ma'am Rose Montreal at kang Sir John Aquino. Dakal-dakal salamat po. Ako si CJ Ganya, ang homegrown ng Pampanga Delta. Thank you po. God bless.
Thank you very much, CJ Ganya of Pampanga Delta. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, may we call in VP for Basketball Operations and NBL Commissioner, Mr. Edward Aquino, to deliver as well his message.
Hello. I would like to thank Pampanga Delta, especially Honorable Governor Dennis Pineda, and La Union PAOwer, especially kay Bukal Paulo Ortega. Galingan yung pareho. At ako nagpapasalamat din sa butihin naming chairman, Chairman Soy Mercado, sa walang pagsawang pagsuporta sa mga homegrown ng bawat lugar. At ako nagpapasalamat din sa Chooks to Go, sa sponsor namin ngayon. At simulan natin ang Game 1, ang Chooks to Go NBL Chairman's Cup Season 2021.
A very well said NBL Commissioner, Mr. Edward Aquino. In lieu of the traditional handshake, And following strictly the safety protocol, both teams kindly put your right hand to your chest and take a bow towards your opponent. The Chicks to Go NBL Chairman's Cup 2021 Season Finals. Ang tahanan ng tunay na homegrown.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
Sa bawat laban, NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola.
After months of competition, we are down to 2 teams, and they're the same teams that faced off in last year's championship series. We are live at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. This is game number 1 of your Chooks to Go NBL Chairman's Cup Finals. It's going to be the Pampanga Delta facing the La Union Power. Magandang gabi, Pilipinas, and welcome to the live coverage on Solar Sports. I'm Ruben Terrado, and we are joined by our coach of the champion team coach from the Taguig Generals during Season 2, the assistant coach of the Generals, Coach Odic Reyes. Coach, good evening sa iyo. And Coach, what's your general thoughts about this championship series, a rematch of last year's finals?
Hi, before I start, good evening, sir. As I've said during our media coverage, I think this is a very good series. 2 of the best teams will be fighting it out, the La Union and the Pampanga Delta. So after the elimination and going to the semis, they're the top teams and they deserve to be in this series.
Okay, before we go to the game 1 of the finals, let's review the road to the finals. First, let's look at the Pampanga Delta, who won its first 2 games, but they lost in a close one against the Bulacan Republicans by just 2, and then they zoomed all the way and finished the elimination round with a 9-1 record. They also swept the Taguig Generals in the semifinals. Coach, your thoughts about the campaign of the Delta during the elimination round as well as in the semifinals?
Well, if you're going to look at it, during the elimination round, they were like, they have this winning streak.
Right,
so they only lost one against Bulacan, and then after that, they've already swept the remaining games. Going to the semis, well, unfortunately, being one of the coaching staff for the Taguig Generals, we lost. As I've said, we lost to a better team, and they deserve again to be playing in this championship series.
Right. Speaking of players who stepped up during the campaign of the Delta, we look at Encho Serrano.
Yes.
Some highlights of his games during this season. And Coach, your thoughts about Encho Serrano being the so-called scorcher of the Delta?
Yes, when you hear the team Delta, Pampanga, it's I think Encho Serrano is the one being what you call this, parang siya talaga yung ano ng team, eh, no? Well, if you will notice, yung conference averages niya and semis average niya talagang mataas siya.
Right. A look again at Encho Serrano, and then let's go now to the La Union PAOwer. And let's take a look at the road to the finals. Started the season with 4 straight wins.
Yes.
And then they lost back-to-back. And then after nun, tuloy-tuloy na yung La Union PAOwer. They sealed the number 2 spot. They also swept Muntinlupa in the semifinals. Coach, your thoughts about the campaign of the La Union PAOwer?
Well, basically it's just like it's just the same with Pampanga, no? After losing like 2 games in the elimination round, then going to the last stretch, they swept all their games, and then during the semifinals, talagang dominated nila. So if I'm going to repeat it again, talagang they deserve also to make it to the semis, to the finals, right?
Of course, the key player, one of the key players, I should say, in this La Union PAOwer squad is Ervin Silveri.
Yes.
Who is averaging 13.5 points during the conference, had 11.5 points per game during the semifinals. Coach, what can you say about Ervin Silveri, and paano siya nakaka-contribute dito sa La Union PAOwer?
Well, if you're going to look at this kid, talagang ano siya, strict shooter siya, no? He's a catch and shoot player. So, yung elimination round niya tsaka yung semis averages niya, talagang makikita mo medyo it went down nung semis. Maybe because scouted na siya, pero this is a very good kid. So, I think he will be a vital cog for La Union.
Let's now go to our Coliseum Barker for the starting 5.
This game is under the supervision and regulation.
Starters for this match, Encho Serrano, Garcia, Young, Dyke, and David. For the PAOwer, Ablao, Pambid, and Buwado. Of course, Ablao is also there, as well as Ian Leona. We are now underway here in Game 1 of the Chooks to Go NBL Chairman's Cup Finals. Of course, this is the rematch of last year's finals, where the Pampanga Delta won it all in 4 games of a best of 5. But for this year, it will only be a best of 3. So it's important to win game number 1. Again, game number 2 would be tomorrow. As we look at the replay here, a collision with Encho Serrano being hit in the face. And while we are early in the first quarter, again, I'm Ruben Terrado, being joined by Taguig General's assistant coach, Odic Reyes. And coach, let's discuss lang saglit yung naging semi-final encounter nyo against Pampanga.
Yes.
Sorry coach,
Yes.
you were swept in that contest. But do you think what was the key in that series win by the Pampanga Delta over your team?
Well, if I may say, experience played a vital role with that series, no? If you're going to look at it, these players from Pampanga are very most of them are like playing in sa mga schools, and sa amin naman is like we're really homegrown. We're just a team, like we have been like together for almost 3 years, and yun nga, I think experience basically yun yung medyo kulang pa namin.
We are still scoreless in the first quarter as we see Leona scoring the first 2 points of the game. And now Encho Serrano with the ball. Serrano driving inside. The pass to Dyke, and Dyke scores that short stab. And then we have Pambid now at the corner, and we have a push. Coach, how crucial was that, yung presence ni Mark Dyke during the semifinals?
Yes, actually, we were really surprised that Mark Dyke is starting for the team, no? Kasi during our scouting report, hindi naman siya talaga nag-start basically. So when he was playing, medyo na-off kami dahil we were expecting na another big man will be going up against one of our players, which is Jonathan.
Sa Polonio with a 2-pointer. And now it's a 4-2 game. Serrano stumbles, losing the ball. And here comes Leona. Leona attacking. Leona, no good. Loose ball picked up by Ablao. Pambid, inside pass to Leona with a short stab. And coach, so far, what do you think? Anong nangyayari dito? Why La Union is starting out so strong here in the first quarter?
Yes, actually, when I was talking to some of the players, talagang they're really looking forward to playing with this series na. So the reason why they are starting it strong, kasi you have to dictate yung tempo ng game eh. You cannot allow Pampanga to control yung game, so I think that's one of their game plan is like to dictate the tempo of the game.
Ablao at the corner, short on the 3-point shot, and Dyke with the rebound. Serrano now at the backcourt, pass to David. David against Apolonio. David to Garcia. Garcia driving inside, spin move by Garcia, bounce pass to Ranzel Yong. Yong against Leona. Yong, no good. Garcia tries to tip it in, but he misses. Steal by Pampanga. Serrano, short on the 3-point shot. And we have a foul inside. Foul is on Ian Leona. And now we watch this replay here. Encho Serrano with a miss and then a collision there. Coach, how important is controlling the boards, especially yung Pampanga, no? I think they were really one of the top rebounding teams this season.
Yes, actually, not only for Pampanga, but all the teams have to control the board to run the fast break. So every time you get yung mga boards, especially yung mga defensive boards, then it turns into a good scoring run. Eh.
Meanwhile, Pambid, bounce pass, Ablao at the corner, 3-point shot. It's good! Jonathan Ablao connecting on the 3-point shot. David now with the ball. He stumbles, but we have a foul. And this early, things getting chippy and we have a technical foul here. Coach, anong napansin mo doon?
Well, basically, nung nag-drive kasi si Jason, nagkaroon ng konting bump. So, maybe the intensity of the game. So, this is a final series, so you expect those things to happen. You just play like physical but not dirty.
So, we're seeing some shove there. And immediately, the technical foul is called. And coach, mukhang yung referees, no, they are asserting themselves already in this game.
Which is a very good one. Kasi you have to control the game as early as now. Kasi maybe, hopefully, things will get controlled as early as possible.
Ablao scoring that technical free throw and the power up by 6 points. 8 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first. Serrano to David. David on the left side against Apolonio. They go to Serrano. 3-point shot. Too strong. Rebound by Pambid. Pambid. No look pass to Maines. Deflected by David. Eight minutes and 21 seconds left in the first. Game 1 of the NBL Finals right here. Sa Brenzigiao Convention Center, we are live on Solar Sports. Meanwhile, ball stays with La Union. Coach, so far, what do you see sa La Union? They are able to sustain this lead. What's making them sustain this?
Well, basically, they're having a very good defense, no? Especially on the inside. So they're really clogging the lanes. So they're making it hard for the Pampanga players to penetrate inside, so they're forcing them to take the shots outside.
Pambid at the corner. To Buado. Give and go play. Nice passing. But Apolonio missing that short stop. Serrano now against Pambid. Dyke with a screen. Serrano. Inside. Outside now to Dyke. They go to Ganya. For 3. CJ Ganya cuts the lead to 3 points. Pambid, pass to Ablao. They go to minus at the corner. Pambid, they swing the ball around. Apolonio. Another pass. Pambid, open, no good. And rebound by Ranzel Yong. David, pass to Ganya. To Serrano, to Yong. Against minus. Yong, jumper by Yong, and he scores. Now the lead is down to 1 point.
Down to 1.
Yeah, coach, what can you say about the play so
Well,
far?
right now,
Pampanga?
Pampanga is slowly getting their rhythm. They're giving their big man those balls like para makapenetrate, especially Yong.
While Apolonio scoring inside, drawing a foul, and a foul is called on Mark Dyke as he watched this spin move by Ranzel Yong. And then on the other side, Jason Apolonio with that spin move in traffic to convert, a chance to complete the 3-point play. Coach, what do you like about Jason Apolonio, seeing him develop over the years?
Yes, actually, if you see this kid, we were like able to play with him like for 2 years na. Ang laki ng improvement niya na talagang yung footwork niya and everything talagang nagbago. Tapos you cannot, he's like a silent operator.
As Yong with that basket, and the lead is down to 2 points. Pambid at the right side, looking for a teammate. They go to the corner. Ablao against Ganya. He misses that 3-point shot. Rebound by Jason Apolonio. Over now to Pambid. Pambid loses the ball, and now Dyke up ahead. And Serrano all alone, and he scores to tie the game. Nearing the 6-minute mark of the first. Pambid.
Now a tight ball game.
Right. Ablao. To Minus. Minus with that jumper. No. Rebound by Jason David. Chance for the Delta to take the lead. Serrano, screen by Dyke. Serrano on the left side to Dyke. Open for the 3-point shot. Oh, good. Rebound by Apolonio. And now Pambid to Ablao. Back to Pambid against Serrano. Outside now to Apolonio. Give and go play. Apolonio to the corner. Ablao open for the 3-point shot. It's good. Another 3-point shot for Jonathan Ablao. Coach, they are finding Ablao, no? And Ablao connecting on the 3-point shot. How important is it?
Yes, they're capitalizing on the zone defense given by Pampanga. So they're attacking the gap. They're trying to hit the corner shots. So if they continue converting that, that would be a big problem for Pampanga.
Pambid makes a pass, and now it's with Buado. Long 2, no good. And ball batted away. Ball goes to Pampanga. And that Gatorade Fast Break Blast was brought to you by Gatorade. Nothing beats Gatorade. Another look at this layup by Angel Serrano. We have a timeout. A look at the stats comparison, and coach, looking at the stats, no, now we know why the Delta is leading the league, no, with those numbers, coach.
Yes, if you look at it, like they're averaging like 100 points, so that's a very high output, no. La Union is also like close to them.
Right.
But doing 100 points is it's a very high output.
Meanwhile, drawing a foul is Encho Serrano. And coach, is it safe to say na when you face Pampanga Delta team, the strategy is really to limit them to less
Yes.
than 100 points?
Actually, if you are going to limit them like 80 below, it would be, another story. So if they love to run. So that's why every possession they make it a point to run. So that's maybe one of the reasons why they're hitting that margin.
Encho Serrano makes the free throw. And now the lead is down to 1. La Union still in control here. 4 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first. Silveri now in the game for La Union. Silveri inside. Tuliona against David. Bounce pass to Gortiza. Long 2 by Gortiza. In and out. Battle for the rebound. And it's with David. David, pass to Encho Serrano. Fadeaway shot. Good! Encho Serrano for 2 to get the Delta the lead.
Now they're running. So that would be dangerous. If Pampanga continues to do that, that would be also a big problem for La Union.
Ablao missing the 3. Rebound, battle. And the ball stays with La Union. Coach, so far, what do you think yung mga adjustments ng La Union or Pampanga as we first see this shot by Encho Serrano? Anong nakikita mong adjustments ang ginagawa ng Pampanga right now?
On Pampanga side is like they're really controlling the boards now. They're trying to grab those rebounds and then do that fast break. On La Union naman, like they're slowly like trying to get yung mga outside shots nila, which is hindi nila ginagawa nung early part of the game. So I think they have to stick yung unang ginagawa nila nung part of the game.
Give and go play,
Yes.
and Ablao with that layup. The lead is back to La Union. Serrano against Silveri. Serrano driving inside. Spin move. Nice drop off pass to Young for 2.
That's what they do best. They will do the ball screen and then they will look for the big man to roll. That's a quick 2 points for them.
The Delta back in front, 19 to 18. It has been a seesaw battle now. Long 3 by Silveri. No good. Rebound by Gortiza. Fresh shot luck for La Union. Boado to the corner, Ablao. Another 3-point try, too strong. And the rebound. And Boado deflects the ball to Lianco. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. The Delta up by 1. This is game number 1 of the Chooks to Go NBL Chairman's Cup Finals. I'm Ruben Terrado along with Coach Odic Reyes. Meanwhile, a miss there by Silveri.
Silveri is still not finding his mark.
Yong inside. Outside now to Lianco. Serrano at the key. 8 on the shot clock. Serrano with the running shot, no good. Yong offensive rebound and a block by Gortiza. Another try. Dyke, no good.
Yes.
Dyke again.
Wow.
And he is fouled.
That's the value of Dyke in the Pampanga team. He can really, like, after a shot, he can go for the rebound maybe twice or thrice. Then he can go for another shot. That's how strong he is.
Ang harap-harapang butatan na yan ay atid sa inyo ng Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Dyke now at the line. Played college ball with Lasal. Now playing here with the Delta. And a miss by Dyke. Rebound by Gortiza. 2-point lead for the Delta. Gortiza, spin move against Dyke. And a steal by Encho Serrano, but loose ball. And we will have a jump ball.
You can really see them like fighting for the ball. They're like 5 players going for the ball.
And this is the finals, coach. So talagang
Yes.
mukhang talagang makikita natin yan this entire series.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Mitchell Maynes now returning to the game as we watch this scramble for the loose ball. And look at the determination
Yes.
on their faces.
They really want to have a piece of the ball.
Right. as a coach ba, coach, during this finals, no? Nakikita mo ba sa mga mukha usually ng mga players
Yes.
na talagang gusto nilang manalo?
Yes, even during yung they do yung pre-game exercises nila, you can see yung mga body language nila and yung facial expressions nila that they're really hungry for the title or they really want that win, whatever happens.
Yong with that jumper, and now it's a 4-point lead.
Yeah, Young has really improved a lot, no? He used to play with us for the Lyceum Pirates.
Right. Oh.
Yes, he has the shooting touch na, and then I'm really happy for this kid.
Silveri against Serrano, a long three by Silveri, no good. And the rebound by Agulan. They swing the ball around now. Silveri to Agulan against Young, short of the three, and skying for that rebound is CJ Ganya. Coach, what do you notice dito sa lineup ng La Union? Medyo kakaiba.
Yes,
itong lineup
actually,
nila.
that's what I'm telling you earlier na it's a team like a guard-oriented team. So if you really look at them, talagang wala silang legit na 4 or 5. So they just really like, they love to run the game.
And coach, maputol muna kita. Dahil sa sportsmanship moment na yan ni Encho Serrano, ay si Encho Serrano ang ating manok ng bayan of the game. At sa inyo ng Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan, garantisadong 0 antibiotics. Gurtiza to Silveri. Silveri to Agulan. They swing the ball around. Silveri at the corner. Short. And Silveri has yet to connect from the outside.
He has to kasi Pampanga is really doing the zone defense very good, very nice. So they have to hit those outside shots.
Again, another offensive rebound by Pampanga, and Encho Serrano earns a trip to the line. A foul is on Mitchell Maines. Coach Encho, how about Encho Serrano? Going back to that semi-final round, medyo talagang ang dami niyang nabuslo ng mga crucial shots as we take a look at Coach Alan Trinidad. No? Coach, what did you saw in Encho Serrano that perhaps may be different during the elimination round, during that semis?
Well, he was really asking for the ball when during our final semi-final game. He was really like trying to put the ball into his hands, parang akin na, and then I will do everything. He's doing everything right now. You can see him.
Speaking of,
yes,
Encho Serrano, another trip to the line for Encho Serrano, and the foul is on Silveri. And Coach, ikaw, in your opinion, as a coach, how do you stop a guy like Encho Serrano who can really be very explosive, a good one-on-one player? General thoughts on how to stop.
Basically, he can easily do like 18 points. So how do you stop him? Maybe you meet him like early, like backward pa lang. You have to make him like work yung offense niya. Then don't make it easy for him like nasa front court na mahirapan ka na talagang stop sa Encho. So you have like to make him move from east to west. So talagang make him turn. At least mapagod mo lang siya, malaking bagay na yun eh.
And that ends the first quarter with the Pampanga Delta pulling away late.
Yes.
And let's watch some of the highlights. But first, look at the highlights of some of the games of Pampanga Delta. Of course, the Delta looking to win their second straight championship at the expense of the La Union PAOwer, the same team they beat in last year's finals. Of course, La Union has other plans. They want to win and avenge that loss. But so far, Pampanga in control. They are up second quarter when we return.
Yeah, handa na makipagsabayan. Kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
So, napaligtad siya. A look at the WNBL 3x3 standings earlier. They won with Uratex Tibay taking a 3-0 win-loss record in Pool A. Dreamers and JJD Basketball at 2-1. And in Pool B, Uratex Dream also leading the way with 2 wins and no losses. And Giagel and Blue Fire Gasolista with a 2-1 record. Coach, assistant coach ka rin kasi ng Taguig Lady Generals.
Yes,
So,
yes.
your reaction lang na meron din tayong WNBL 3x3.
Yes.
Your reaction to it?
Yeah, actually, we were here early, no? We really watch the games of yung 3-on-3. Ang daming mga potential na players, like they were not even drafted or what. So we're looking at around 3 players na we would like to invite them dun sa Taguig Lady Generals training if ever after the season.
Okay, so another good news for our women bowlers. Meanwhile, 25-18 is our count. Coach, medyo lumalayo na ng konti rito ang Delta, no? As we take a look first at the field goal shooting, 9 of 24 for the Delta, 7 of 26 for the Power. Medyo panic button na ba to, Coach? Kasi we saw all season long as we see that 3-point shot by Apolonio, no? If the Delta really starts to get hot, no?
Yes.
Parang tuloy-tuloy na sila, no? So is this something like a concern for La Union?
Well, basically, if you're handling a team or maybe if you're coaching a team, no? On the coach's point of view, this is not really like a panic thing na kailangan na kasi yung first quarter, like ano naman siya, it's more of a lang testing pa siya.
Okay.
So you really like doing the adjustments on the second quarter and should go along until the fourth quarter. So it's not really a thing na medyo nakaka-worry. Pero you have to address it like properly without doing yung panic para sa mga players.
But coach, so far, no, mukhang walang panic sa mga mata
Yes.
ng La Union.
Yes,
As they have
exactly.
they have already cut the deficit to a point. Hernandez, in and out. Rebound by Daryl Pascual. Pascual shoots a 3-point shot. But he misses. Rebound by Apolonio, and here comes La Union. Minus a block, but we have a foul. Coach, your early thoughts about this second quarter, no? A hot start by La Union.
Yes, actually they were like hitting na yung outside shots nila, and then they are now running. So I think what they have nung break is they really like inayos nila on how to do it and just like stick with the system. Just continue playing yung game nila and distributing the ball dun sa mga teammates nila.
Coach Mitchell minus no, one of the masasabi nating bigs ng La Union, but do you see him as a big? Kasi
No,
parang
actually it's more of a parang stretch 3 and 4 siya. Pero he's a good leaper, ano siya, talagang malakas yung katawan. So he can like even minsan is playing the center position.
Meanwhile, another battle for that ball between Manaloto and Boado. And like we mentioned kanina, no, we expect this kind of intense action, no?
Exactly.
The battle for the ball.
Yes.
Meanwhile, ang harap-harapang butata na yan ay hatid sa inyo ng Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. And we have a jump, and the ball is with Pambid. Pambid losing the ball, and Santos getting that possession. Again, we are tied at 25. Santos inside, and we have a foul. Foul is on jump, Pambid. 9 minutes and 29 seconds left in the second quarter. Hernandez against Apolonio. They go to Ronan Santos. Inside, stolen away. Steal by Pambid. Pass to Buado. Oh, what a block there by Ronan Santos. But I think we have a foul. They are contesting that. That should be a goaltend. Let's take a look, Coach. What do you see?
Well, I think it's like good luck, but I really don't have an idea what the referees would be like calling since they hit Manaloto. It's like parang ano niya yung board eh. He hit the board hard.
Oo.
I just don't know how they're going to see it.
But I think no goaltend
Yes,
here.
yes.
So Buwado will shoot 2 free throws. Coach, si Billy Buwado kasi actually new player siya.
Yes.
Last year wala siya dun sa finals. Anong masasabi mo sa contributions ni Billy Buwado considering that you mentioned it kanina na medyo guard-oriented itong
Yes.
La Union?
Actually, this is a surprise ano rin tong si Buado, no? Kasi during our game against them, we were really surprised na yung with his height, talagang he can like do yung yung center position eh.
Meanwhile,
Malakas tong bata na to si Buado, malakas ang katawan nito at saka talagang siya, nakakatulong siya dun sa team nila.
and now we have another jump here between Ronan Santos and Billy Buwado. Coach, anong tingin mo dito sa lineup ng Delta? No? As we see this 3-point shot by Levy Hernandez.
Yes.
No? Walang Encho Serrano.
Yes.
We have medyo mga shock troopers. Anong tingin mong balak ng Pampanga Delta dito sa
Well,
lineup?
actually, I think that they're just like putting yung talagang defensive stance nila para dito sa group ng Pampanga. They're also getting the confidence kasi these guys are also good. Like this Levy Hernandez,
Right.
you know. Si Santos is like he can shoot from anywhere.
Right.
Talagang si Santos na yan. He's also a product of Lyceum. Kaya kilala ko tong bata na to. Yeah.
As we see Levy Hernandez with a 3-point shot, di nyo na po maitatanong si Coach Odic assistant din yan ng LPU. No? Meanwhile, Pascua at the right side.
That's a
may
good
have
block,
been, yeah, partially blocked by Daryl Pascual. We have Levy Hernandez now with the basketball. Manaloto, back to Hernandez. Hernandez inside. And loose ball picked up by Hernandez and he scores. Coach, si Levy Hernandez, no, I remember game number 2.
Yes.
He struggled a bit from the field but yun na nga, pumutok ng overtime.
Yes.
No? How do you defend a guy like Levy Hernandez?
Well, I
Coach?
think you have to be closer to him most of the time eh. Kasi he's like more of really like siya, yung mabilis na catch and shoot player siya. So you really have to be on top of him para at least ma-distract mo yung tira niya.
Right. Hernandez to Manaloto. They go to Santos. 3-point shot. And a miss there and a battle for the loose ball once more.
Really. So that ball is very precious.
Right.
Talagang I think it's like mga 6 sequences na nangyayari
Right.
ganyan. Yes.
Every possession counts. Ika
Yes.
nga, no?
Yes.
And look at that. Manaloto, and I think that's Agulan batting for that basketball. And now we have a jump here. Medyo napeke ang mga players.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how excited they are.
Right.
Talagang-
Meanwhile, Maynes losing the ball. Another turnover. Mark Dyke now in the game for
Yes.
Pampanga.
Slowly.
Oo.
They're putting in yung mga yung mga starters nila.
Santos to Manaloto against Ablao. They go to the post. Daryl Pascual against Maynes. Pascual inside. The reverse layup. But I think step out of bounds.
Out of bounds. It's a good defense.
Good defense there by La Union. They are down by 5 points after scoring the first 7
7
points,
points, yes.
of the second quarter. Maynes. Over now to Pambid. Oh, what a move by Jep Pambid, and one. Pambid using the left hand for that layup. And he will shoot the bonus. Let's watch it again.
Yeah, he really stretched out for that one.
Another look at Jap Pambid. And Coach, Jap Pambid, of course, he also plays for Letran in the NCAA. But parang dito sa La Union, medyo quiet siya, no? His role is really parang to facilitate, no?
Yes.
What's your thoughts about Jap Pambid?
Well, actually, this kid is like, if you're going to look at it, it's one of the coaches parang wish list. Kasi he can facilitate, so he's really more of a point guard.
think a technical foul was called on that play. We're not sure what happened there. 6 minutes and 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Again, this is game 1 of the finals. Let's watch this shot again. Pero hawak-hawak kanina ni Pambid yung ulo niya, no?
I think it was accidentally hit by Pascual.
Ansel Young now back in the game for Pampanga. And we're not sure what will happen here. I think we will have a technical free throw for Ablao. And then another free throw later on by Pambid. Ablao makes the free throw. So this is just a 2-point lead. And I think Pambid will shoot the foul or the bonus free throw here. Coach, at this stage of the game, no, what do you see in La Union na nakadikit sila? Kasi kanina pinag-usapan natin na perhaps yung may cause of concern, no?
Yes.
When you pull away. But they are still right here. Nasa game pa rin sila within striking distance. So what have been they're doing well right now?
As a start of the quarter, they hit like 2 consecutive points.
Right.
So usually kasi pagka nasa if an opponent is playing a zone defense, you just have to hit yung outside shots mo.
Okay.
Kasi that's the only way to break yung ano niya. And I think one of the reason medyo kaya nag-run sila is they're hitting like yung outside shots
Right.
nila. No? They're executing yung plays nila very well na rin. Eh.
Meanwhile, Maines against Santos. Pambid inside pass to Maines. Maines inside against Dyke, and we have a traveling violation. CJ Ganya now back in the game. And coach, napansin ko lang hindi pa pinapasok si Enzo Serrano ulit, no?
Yes, I think it's being reserved para kasi you can notice na even when nasa labas siya, so okay pa rin naman yung ano nila.
We have a timeout. We'll be right back. Look at the numbers of Levy Hernandez. And coach, we know Levy to be a scorer, no? But
Yes.
I think yung rebounding and assist numbers niya, no? Also good
Yes.
numbers for him in terms of rebounds and assists.
Yeah, well, the good thing about Levy is like after he hit a shot, so he really follows yung ano niya. He knows if it's going to come to get in or not. So maybe one of the reason kaya nakakakuha rin siya ng mga rebounds.
Meanwhile, we have the ball going to La Union after that turnover.
Yes.
Ablao to Pambid. Apolonio now with the ball, back to Pambid. Lab inside, and Maines with the miss. Another try, he scores with a foul.
That's how strong Maines also, and you can see the leadership of Pambid. Talagang ano siya, magandang guard talaga siya.
Ito ang malupit na chibog of the game ni Mitchell Maines. Natin sa inyo ng Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Strong move by Mitchell Maines. We have a timeout. Back here with Mitchell Maynes, waiting for some mayhem for La Union. And coach, looking at the numbers, no, not really as high, no, compared to perhaps Apolonio, but he can really do the dirty work, no,
Yes, he's doing the little things na you cannot see sa mga stats. Like yung mga 50-50 balls, like he's very good at that.
And Maynes completes the 3-point play.
Just down to 2 points.
Yeah, down to a 2-point lead here, coach. Santos falling down and another turnover. Now La Union with the ball, a chance to tie or even take the lead. Ablao to Pambid. Pambid pass to Apolonio. Apolonio back to Pambid. Inside pass, Leona over, Dyke for 2.
Now they're tied.
We are tied at 33 after this run by La Union. 5 straight points for La Union. Yong outside, Santos, no good. And we have a foul away from the ball. Coach, ano nakita mo doon?
Well, they're really Mark Dyke and Maynes is jacking in for position. So no one is trying to give in to each other. Talagang, well, that's the beauty of yung talagang pareho kayong going for the position. Talagang
look at the left side of your screens. Hunting for position is Mark Dyke and Mitchell Maynes. 5 minutes and 6 seconds left in Game 1. This is the second quarter of Game 1 of the Chooks to Go NBL Chairman's Cup 2021. I'm Ruben Terrado along with Coach Odic Reyes on the call here. Live at the Brenzy Giao Convention Center. And Pampanga wins the top.
Garcia is now doing the point guard chores for Pampanga.
Hernandez makes the 3-point shot. No good. Rebound by Dyke. Dyke. And look at that. And a technical foul on both Leona and Dyke. Medyo nagiging chippy na rito, coach, no? With Leona fighting for that ball.
Yes.
Actually, on the other side earlier, medyo nagkakagirian na rin sila ng konti,
Yes,
no?
yes.
As you watch the replay here between Leona and Dyke. And there's some second motion there. And coach, talagang yung intensity, no, personified in this
Yes. But the good thing about this is the referees are in control of the game.
Dyke pushing Leona, and then immediately a technical foul was called. So let's wait for the official word here after that battle for possession between Leona and Dyke. So looks like a technical foul, no, coach? For
Yes.
second motion.
For second motion.
Right. And coach, being a coach, no, in that situation, what do you say to your players?
Well, basically, I always make it a point like to just be relaxed. You can always like play physical, but you know, always nasa bounce nung basketball.
Right. Meanwhile, Leona with another foul as Ranzel Young will shoot 2 free throws. Coach, for his size, no, Ian Leona is perhaps quite small, no? But what do you think is the reason why parang nagiging big siya rito? He's playing a big man role.
Yes, as we were discussing earlier, talagang small lineup sila.
Right,
So maybe yung fini-fill in na lang nila yung position. Pero he can stand naman dun sa ginagawa niya, which is good. Kasi mas maganda naman sa player yung you can do different positions.
Coach, do you think then it's also the personality of the coach, kaya ganito yung nagiging lineup ng La Union, or perhaps talagang wala talaga silang makitang malaki, or looking at Coach Louie Aquino's style.
Siguro nasa personality rin ng coach kasi is more of like yung gusto niya yung fast-paced na game.
Okay.
So if you have yung mga bigs na who cannot run, so medyo mahihirapan ka doon sa team niya. Maybe nasa personality rin ng coach kung ano yung system na gusto mo.
Apolonio now with the ball, taking that shot, air ball, rebound by Liangco. And now up ahead, Ranzel Yong inside for two. Ranzel Yong with that shot.
Yes, he really can score with that at any given time. That's how good Ranzel has become, like yung na-develop na siya as a good player talaga.
What's about his rebounding naman? Kasi I think nagdo-double-double talaga siya consistently, no? What can you say about his rebounding style? I think 4 double-doubles siya this season.
You know what? Even when he was still playing with us sa Lyceum, yun talaga yung role niya. It's just to get the rebounds. Tapos to do some screens. So ngayon nadagdagan yung ano niya na is like scoring niya talaga yung double figures.
Ganya connecting on the 3-point shot. Silveri to Apolonio. Apolonio back to Silveri. He has been quiet so far in this game. Yona inside, outside now. Apolonio shoots a 3-point shot. In and out. Rebound by Liangco. And now Garcia up ahead. Levy Hernandez all alone. And he scores the layup. Levy Hernandez with that basket. And now the lead is back to 5 points. 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second quarter as we watch this shot by CJ Ganya over Jonathan Ablao. And then another basket here for Levy Hernandez to give the Delta a 5-point lead. Here in the second quarter, we have a timeout. A look at Levy Hernandez. 10 points so far for Levy Hernandez to lead the way for the Pampanga Delta. Hernandez scoring a layup here to give Pampanga a 5-point lead with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second quarter. And again, look at the numbers. 2 of 4 from 3-point range. 4 of 7 from the field, Coach. Coach, parang off the bench, but yung nakikita mo, Levy Hernandez, siguro sa ibang team to, hindi siya magiging off the bench, Coach.
Exactly. At saka wag mo siyang pababayaan talaga. If he continues connecting that way, wow, hindi magiging maganda para sa La Union yan.
Gurtiza with the ball against Levy Hernandez, or MJ Garcia, I should say. Apolonio inside against Hernandez. Top shot by Apolonio. And now, Pampanga on the attack. Garcia inside. Sidestep move by MJ Garcia, but he misses. But he will shoot 2 free throws.
Yes. Now it's a different strategy being employed by Pampanga. They're now running.
And now we have Enzo Serrano also back in the game for Pampanga.
They should watch out. I think they're really in for a trouble pagka nagtuloy-tuloy itong fast break points ng Pampanga.
A look at Levy Hernandez, another look at his numbers, 10 points in the game. Levy Hernandez coming off the bench in game 1. So now it's a 7-point lead for the Pampanga Delta. Maynes inside to the corner, Gurtiza. Missing the 3-point shot, and we have a foul here. I think it's on Enzo Serrano. Two minutes and 38 seconds left in the second. As we see Boado returning to the match, replacing Mitchell Maynes. Blasa also in the game for La Union. Silveri against Garcia to Apolonio. Finds Silveri. Lob to Apolonio, but he loses control of the basketball. Two minutes and 20 seconds left in the second. Pampanga up by 7. The lob to Liangco for 2.
Now they're executing.
Liangco with that basket,
Yes,
coach.
that's how Pampanga plays. They will do the ball screen and then they will lob the pass to their big man.
This is the biggest lead of the game, 44 to 35. And we have a whistle on the play. And I think the foul is on Liangco. As we take a look at this shot and this pass by Encho Serrano to Liangco. And again, we have a timeout. We'll take a break.
Oo nga. Nag-execute na sila ng ball screen sila eh. Tsaka...
A look at Liangco, who converted that layup earlier to give the Pampanga Delta 9-point lead. Ranzel Yong on your screens. Marchi Blasa now shooting 2 free throws. And coach, of the air, you were mentioning about Pampanga executing their plays, no?
Yes.
Now they're up by 9 points, coach.
Yeah, the thing is like nagiging comfortable lang Pampanga to run their plays. Unlike earlier na talagang they were really covered dun sa defense ng La Union. So they have to stick yung dun sa defense nila earlier if they want to at least cut down the lead before the halftime break.
Serrano, no good on the 3-point shot. Rebound by Apolonio. Silveri, he has been quiet so far. The lob to Gurtiza. Almost a turnover there. Loose ball picked up by Liangco. Pampanga on the run. Garcia, nice pass. Hernandez for 2. And it's now a 10-point game, coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling earlier. You cannot let Pampanga run those fast break plays nila in transition game nila because it will be a very big problem pagka right now they're doing it again.
Another transition
Yes,
play.
another transition play.
Serrano at the left side to Hernandez. But La Union's defense now back. But Serrano open. Nice feed to Young for the slam. Ranzel Young. Nice passing there by the Pampanga Delta. And now they're up by 12 points.
It's a matter of like maybe matter of 2 minutes. So they're up now by 12 points.
Right. And now La Union requesting for a timeout after that slam by Ranzel Young. We have a timeout.
At least yung magsasara yung half dapat hindi ganyan.
A look at Ranzel Young, who scored that slam, as well as Levy Hernandez. Coach, perhaps a cause of concern right now kasi we mentioned earlier that Pampanga is really scoring in the hundreds. So now,
Yes.
based on the numbers, they're on pace to score another century mark.
They scored like 25 in the first quarter.
Right.
Now they're scoring like 23.
Yeah. Go ahead,
At least to be close with Pampanga, or maybe if you wanna get the game for Pampanga, is that you have to lower their output.
Hernandez, short, Liangco, and he draws a foul on that play. 34.1 seconds left in the second quarter. The foul is on Billy Buado as you watch this layup by Gurtiza. Now, Aliangco. At ang Chooks to Go, NBL, Chairman's Cup, ay atid sa inyo ng Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan, garantisadong 0 antibiotics. Liangco makes the free throw. 11-point lead for the Delta here. 34.1 seconds left.
Now they're applying the pressure.
Coach, of course, yung Pampanga, well-documented na yung offense nila, no? But
Yes.
how about their defense, Coach? What can you
Well,
say about their
basically,
defense?
if you're going to really analyze yung game nila, every after a conversion they do trap it.
Okay.
So that's one good thing about this team also. They really know how to defend.
Oh, and speaking of defense, look at that block by Ranzel Yong.
Yes.
12.4 seconds left in the second quarter. The La Union Power looking to finish strong. They are down by 11 points. Silveri. Agulan, back to Silveri. 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Silveri pass to Gurtiza. Gurtiza inside, losing the ball. 2 seconds left. Silveri at the buzzer. No good. And that ends the second quarter. So after 24 minutes of play, we have the Pampanga Delta with the lead, and a look at some of the highlights. Coach, your initial thoughts of
Yes,
the first half.
as we were telling earlier, talking earlier, na talagang yung 25-point output nila nung first quarter ng Delta is na halos na double na siya. And you will notice Yong and Hernandez is like talagang nag-increase na rin yung output nila. So hopefully by second quarter may adjustments na gagawin ng La Union, and then we'll see.
Coach, we'll discuss later the first half when we return here on Solar Sports.
Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag, may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan, kahit anong nakaharang handang
Already has
tapakan.
2 3-pointers to their name in this ball game. Mayo with putting on the moves, gets that shot to go plus the foul.
Nagsayan, walang pake kahit na malatayan. Kahit anong sabihin nila, wala akong pakialam sa lahat ng bagay. Alam niyo na ba, hindi niyo ako maikukumpara.
Now on a 15-0 run, and now the Generals now on the attack. Natividad for 2! Natividad using his speed to his advantage. Watch this move by Dan Natividad, out-sprinting Jason David on that play. What A play there by Dan Natividad.
Kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan. Lahat ng harang ay aking sasagasaan.
Reyes gets the rebound. Fajardo now with some space. Fajardo, breakneck speed, gets a shot to go. Plus, what a move by Fajardo, knowing that the contact was there, disguised higher.
Bayan NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan. Nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Pasok palagi ang bola, hindi naliligaw. Batang may
Lagrama again with a basketball. Drives, loses the defender. A foul is called, plus the bucket for Topeng Lagrama. Oh, display. Lagrama, just a burst of speed. Gets a shot to go, plus the foul.
Walang humpay kamay na gustong sumabay. Bawat sakit na may aray, kahit mapagod maglaway. Gagawin ko ang lahat kahit ang kaya. Di sapat kahit ang
Garcia on the run. Throws it up. It's good at the buzzer. MJ Garcia using the glass for that three-point shot.
Na maging mahusay, sa daang matira matibay. Ang kailangan ko lang ay magsanay. Hindi na pwede na ako ay panghinaan. Lahat ng
With 3.8 seconds on the clock. Reyes. He attacks for the tie. Yes! At the buzzer. And we go to overtime. Ernest Reyes saves the game for the Republicans. And now, we will go into overtime.
hirapan dakong daanan, hindi susukuan, dapat pag-usayan, tuloy-tuloy lang,
kakayanin na lahat na harapin.
Joko, don't open, don't talk. Inside pass to LJ Mayo for a beautiful reverse layup.
Bayan NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan. Ang hirapan dakong daanan, hindi susukuan.
Bulacan gets a steal. Kamba, layup gets blocked at the rim by Sampurna. Sampurna timed it perfectly. 2 hands up in the air, no foul called.
Kahit mahirap sisikaping abutin, sa itaas ay tumingin, pagbutin ang lahat ang bituin ay sulitin.
He's against Gaduyo. Mendoza fades away, steps back for 3. What a shot by Jed Mendoza for 3. Look at this shot by Jed Mendoza. Steps back, unconscious, shoots that 3 with supreme confidence, feeling it.
Walang mahirap kung hindi paglalaanan, tapang sa bawat laban.
Another turnover. Serrano steals. Wow, what a dunk! What a dunk by Levy Hernandez. And lumipad si Hernandez for the dunk.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, homegrown, handang makipagsabayan. NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalap ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Hello, my name is Kevin Williams, President of the National Basketball League United States. We here in the United States would like to send a shout out to the WNBL and the NBL Philippines on a successful season. We understand that during this global pandemic, it has been difficult to be able to have fans in the gym, practicing social distancing, and still having to complete a full basketball schedule. But our partners in the Philippines was able to do that this season. We wish both teams good luck in the NBL. We congratulate our WNBL champions, and we hope to see you soon in the year 2022 when the first international partnership between 2 NBL leagues, the NBL United States and the NBL Philippines, will be able to meet on the court for a couple of exhibition games. We look forward to big things coming from both leagues, and we're excited to watch the finals today.
Of the Chooks to Go NBL Chairman's Cup Finals, the Delta up 49-38 against the La Union Power. I'm Ruben Terrado along with Coach Odic Reyes on the call here at the Bren Z Giao Convention Center as we take a look at the highlights of the first half. And of course, in the first quarter, La Union started out with a 10-4 lead, but Pampanga came storming back. And then in the second quarter, Pampanga pulled away. Coach, your thoughts about the first half? First, let's talk about Pampanga. Anong ginawa nila tama, Coach?
Well, basically, Pampanga did a good adjustment from the first quarter to the second quarter, no? Kasi they really scored like almost double the output. They were dictating the game on the latter part of the second quarter. They were running, and then they were like having those fast break points, which they usually do every time.
Look at the numbers, Coach. Anong napansin mo sa numbers?
Yun nga, if you're going to look at that, their field goals, like Delta is like scoring 40% of their field goals, and then rebounds. That's why they're having yung mga fast break points sila, because they're having that rebound. You will notice they have 35 against 25 by La Union. That it also shows yung points in the paint, because every time they do yung offensive rebound sila, normally mga putbacks na lang. And then that's the big factor. You can see the fast break points. It's 14 against 1.
Leading scorers with Ranzel Yong and Levy Hernandez scoring 12 each. Encho Serrano with 9, CJ Ganya with 8 for the La Union Power. We have Ablao with 10, Ian Leona with 8, Jason Apolonio with 8 as well, Mitchell Minus with 4. But Coach, na-mention natin to off the air, no? Irvin Silveri is struggling, 0.05 from the field. Anong tingin mo? Anong nangyari kay Irvin?
Well, I think it's like maybe yung shooting what you call it, spots na natitira niya, medyo is not converting, pero knowing this kid, I think itong second half he'll be coming back and hit those shots.
On the other side naman, Coach, Encho Serrano having a big game, 9.6 assists, on pace of a double-double if he continues this pace in only 15 minutes. Coach, what can you say about Encho Serrano during the first half? What did he do well?
Yeah, actually yung first half niya is like he's doing yung mga attacks niya. He's trying to control yung game. Pero if you notice, limited pa yung minutes niya.
Oo nga, Coach.
So if he will be like filled in for another, extended minutes, I think he can double or maybe triple his output pa.
Coach, let's talk about La Union, no, and adjustments since they are trailing, no. If you're the coach of La Union, what will the adjustments? Ano yung mga sasabihin mo sa players?
Well, basically, I will just encourage them to limit yung mga rebounds ng Pampanga, yung points in the paint nila, kasi maybe yung talagang ano lang is yung basic na box outing, and then limiting yung mga assist ng coming, especially yung mga drop passes nila.
Third quarter now underway. We have the Delta up by 11 points. La Union with the basketball. I'm Ruben Terado along with Coach Odic Reyes on the call here live at the Bren Zigyao Convention Center in Pampanga. This is game 1 of the NBL Finals, and a good start for La Union with Jason Apolonio scoring inside.
That's what I'm telling. Every time Pambit is inside the game, talagang he really makes a difference, kasi he really knows how to facilitate yung offense nila.
Coach, off the air, we talk about Jason David, and now he's in the game.
Yes.
And now Pambid with the basketball. Pambid to Apolonio, or sorry, that's Ablao, short on the three-point shot. Rebound by Yong. Encho Serrano now with the basketball, being guarded by Pambid. Serrano inside. Serrano for 2. Serrano using the glass for that layup. 11-point lead for the Delta. Ablao. Ablao at the right side. Ablao pass to Apolonio. Inside to Leona. Leona missing the layup. And Leona battling for that rebound. Pambid. Baseline drive. Nice fake, but a block by David. Ablao. Short on the three-point shot. And now, Serrano attacking inside. Serrano for 2.
That's what I'm telling you earlier. You have to stop Encho Serrano right on top. You cannot let him like drive to the basket that easy.
Ablao. Pass to Pambid. Bounce pass inside to Leona. To the corner, Ablao. Back to Leona. 7 on the 24. Bounce pass to Pambid. Pambid bounce pass again and a steal. And up ahead, Garcia for the layup. It's good. Fast break play once again, Coach.
That's another fast break point.
Under 10 minutes left. 15-point lead for the Delta.
Well, you can see yung Pampanga talaga, no? After a good offense, they really like, alam mo yun, yung defense sila, they really like putting yung handcuffs talaga dun sa mga player ng La Union eh.
And now, another chance for a fast break and we have a foul.
One thing also dun sa defense ng Pampanga is, if they're doing the 1-3-1 defense sila, yung zone defense sila, that's every time you miss a shot, that's a recipe for a fast break.
Our swabbing assist is brought to you by Chooks to Go. 100% zero antibiotics ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Serrano missing the free throw. 15-point lead for the Delta. And now Ervin Silveri in the game. Coach, I hate to bring this up, no, but yung semis nyo against Pampanga, nung third quarter talaga parang gumagawa ng move yung Pampanga, no? Anong napansin mo dun sa laro nila?
Usually kasi during halftime break, maybe they're really like talking about kung ano yung pwede nating adjust. And one thing, they really start strong sa third. You have to stop it right away.
Right.
Maybe adjustments on defense, switching defense or what, from offense, from man, maybe you can go zone.
As Garcia with that layup, bringing the lead to 18, the largest of the game. Let's watch it again, using the right hand for that layup. Another look at the layup by MJ Garcia. And we have a timeout. We will be back. A look at the Honorable Paulo Ortega, La Union board member as well as the team manager of the La Union Power. But his team down by 18 points. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Again, I'm Ruben Terrado along with Taguig General's assistant coach Odic Reyes on the call here live at the Benzigiao Convention Center now. Loose ball picked up by Pambid. Up ahead, but intercepted by Yong. Serrano over Pambid. No. Dyke with a putback. He scores. Another strong move, coach.
You really have to go down after that turnover, because you cannot let those Pampanga players just like get those rebounds and then get those shots after a rebound.
Silveri finally scores on that three-point shot. And now Serrano driving inside. Loose ball picked up by Garcia. Garcia, hard fall. And the referees will take a look. MJ Garcia with that hard fall. But Apolonio holding on to his knee here. Looks like Apolonio is hurt, coach.
Yes. We're really hoping that's not nothing serious.
Another look at this play. Strong drive by MJ Garcia. And mukhang natungkod niya, coach.
Yes,
no?
that's a hard collision.
No?
Hard collision.
Of course, unintentional, but...
Yes.
Wow. We're hoping for the best.
Yes.
In that angle, coach, medyo nakita natin.
It's not a good one.
Oo, coach. And Apolonio holding on to his left knee. He's still down on the floor.
Yeah, you really don't want to see those things happening. I mean, yung mga injuries na for everyone. Hindi talaga siya ano. I hope it's not that serious
and of course, this is a crucial situation since Jason Apolonio is one of the key players, if not the key player for La Union. And I think he's still grimacing in pain.
Yes.
So, And Encho Serrano helping Jason Apolonio.
That's a good sight to see, no?
Right.
I mean, that's very, very good gesture for Encho Serrano. That's how sportsmanship should be like.
Right.
Basketball is a game of pero you have to be friend. I mean, di ba? You have to show that sportsmanship at any given time.
So now this is not a good sign, no? Anything you see an opponent na
Yes.
tinutulungan yung kanyang kalaban, medyo that's not a good sign. But we hope for the best for Jason
Yes.
Apolonio. He's still favoring that left knee, no? After that awkward landing. Meanwhile, MJ Garcia shooting 2 free throws here. Coach, another player that played for the first time this season, itong si MJ Garcia,
Yes.
no, high flyer. Ano man nakita mo sa kay MJ Garcia
Yes.
so far this
If
season?
you're going to look at this kid, very underrated yung niya. Kasi, di ba, this is like, in Pampanga team is a powerful,
Right.
a powerhouse lineup na talagang, pero, if he starts playing, manonotice mo na talagang above din yung game niya.
Right,
Which is,
Coach.
nakakatuwa tong bata na to.
These free throws are brought to you by Chooks to Go, 100% zero antibiotics, ang nag-iisang manok ng bayan. Garcia makes the free throw. 19-point lead for the Delta.
Now the trap being employed by Pampanga.
The lob.
Wow.
Bad lob there. Bad pass by Ervin Silveri.
Those would not help yung mga
Right, Coach.
those things will not help yung you have to really execute well, at least to lower down the lead. It's like almost 19.
David to Serrano. Serrano for 3. And Serrano from downtown. 22-point lead for the Delta. Silveri. Will he answer? No good. Dyke with the rebound.
Silveri is really having a hard time with his outside shots.
Serrano, baseline drive, over minus, no good. Silveri with the rebound. Bounce pass to Pascua. And an interception there, and a foul. Bad turnover there for La Union, Coach. Medyo hindi
Yes.
maganda yung naging error doon.
It would have been another fast break.
Right. Pampanga with the basketball now. David at the right side. If you've just joined us, Jason Apolonio suffered an injury. He is on the bench being treated. We hope for the best for Jason Apolonio. Missed by Jason David. Rebound by La Union. The pass intercepted once more. Another turnover. Serrano, lob pass. MJ Garcia with that basket.
You can see it coming.
24-point lead for the Delta. And yun yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Coach,
Yes.
no? What MJ Garcia can bring to this star-studded team. An air ball by Gatchalian. Serrano. Attacks. Serrano, no. Offensive rebound by Encho Serrano. Garcia for 3. MJ Garcia again with a 3-point shot, and it's now a 27-point lead.
Yes, but still a long way to go. Anything can happen. They just have to, La Union just have to get organized.
A look at that lob to MJ Garcia. And Garcia with another basket. This time a 3-point basket, 70-43. We have a timeout.
Mukhang masama yung Pepolo.
A look at Encho Serrano. who has been scoring as well as facilitating. A look at that layup by Encho Serrano. And coach, ito, aside from scoring, we saw in the latter part no, na nagpapasa na rin siya, no, coach, facilitating with his teammates.
And he's now beginning to enjoy yung game, which is very dangerous. I mean, if you are leading by this big margin and then you're still enjoying the game, wow. Right now, yes, Encho Serrano has 17 points and 9 assists.
1 assist shy of a double-double for Encho Serrano. And that stat also, coach, yung plus 29, no? That means when he's on the floor, Pampanga is scoring 29 points. So that's the effect of Encho Serrano on the floor.
That's the efficiency, yes. Right. He's bringing in every time he's playing inside the court.
Lianco, open, jumper, on the elbow, he scores. And now Al Lianco has joined the fray. Coach, if you're La Union, coach, anong sasabihin mo sa mga players mo if you're the coach of La Union right now?
I think if you're going to look at the score, then it will like bring you like yung panic eh. But it's still a long way to go. So you just have to stick with the system, distribute the ball like maybe 3, 4 or maybe 5 passes. So, eventually something will happen.
And I think we saw also, especially your team, no? But before that, before talking about that, we will take a break, coach, shortly, and we have a timeout. We will be back.
Sandali lang, di ba? That's a possession.
Back here live on Solar Sports for Game 1 of the Chooks to Go NBL Chairman's Cup 2021. And coach, like I'm pointing kanina, no, before we took a commercial, I remember one of your games, coach, no, you were also trailing big against Pampanga, no, but you came storming back. So as we take a look at that shot by Leve Hernandez. Pero, coach, anong naalala mo dun sa huge na pagbangon ninyo? Ano bang mga sinabi niyo sa mga players?
Actually, after calling a timeout, Coach Bing and the rest of the coaching staff just advised na it's still a long way to go. I will just stick with yung ginagawa namin. Don't panic. And then, we just made them understand that there's no such thing as a 10-point shot. So you have yung 2 points and 3 points, and then we go possession by possession. The important thing is before the quarter ends, you have to trim down the lead to make it easier for you to come back.
A good start here, at least, coach, no? With Mitchell minus scoring that putback, it's down to a 30-point lead, make it 29.
Yes.
Under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Of course, La Union aiming to finish strong, like coach mentioned in the third quarter. Coach, how about this lineup, no? As we take a look at that shot by Al Lianco and Dyke with that putback once again. Lineup has Lianco, Ganya, and Hernandez, as well as Encho Serrano and Mark Dyke. What do you see in this lineup, coach?
Well, basically, it's just a repeat of what the coach did nung second quarter. After pulling out yung starters niya.
Right.
And then they put in tong 5 na to. Although Serrano was later on inserted, no? Pero ganun pa din siya eh. Yung intensity nila and yung confidence level nila nandyan na eh. So ang tingin kong pwedeng gawin ng La Union is like, with this lineup, you have to come back. Come back stronger.
A miss once again by La Union. Hernandez, screen by Lianco. Hernandez, bounce pass. Al Lianco fakes. Lianco, another fake. And Lianco scores on that play. So the run continues for the Delta. 33-point lead. Burtiza. Inside pass, Minus. He scores in a foul. Mitchell Minus with a basket. Minus now with 9 points in the game. And now Minus will shoot the bonus. Coach, how crucial will this be? Going back to Jason Apolonio na, who's on the bench. No? And with a quick turnaround na tomorrow na agad yung laro. No? How difficult will it be for La Union? I know it's still early, but how difficult will it be if itong situation ni Jason Apolonio would be really bad for La Union?
Well, actually, if you prepare for a finals game or maybe a championship game, you're going to look at on a longer period of time. Hindi lang yung isang game or second game. So you have to be prepared for whatever happen. So the thing is, you have to have yung players mo to participate in every aspect nung game plan nyo. You just not concentrate on your 5 players or what. You have to get involved lahat ng players mo. So if something happens, meron kang pang fill in. So I think it goes down still dun sa system.
Right. And Coach, of course, we also have a unique schedule now because of the pandemic. Medyo nagkaroon ng mga back-to-back games in back-to-back days unlike in previous seasons. Paano yung nagiging preparation nyo, Coach? Especially you with, of course, being also the assistant coach of the Lady Generals. No? How is the preparation, Coach, nung ganong schedule na back-to-back days, back-to-back games?
Well, what we usually do is like yung fini-facing namin sila.
Okay.
Before we go for the weekend games, so we have like yung practices namin is talagang naka-schedule siya. Tapos we make it a point yung well-rested sila.
Okay.
After a training, we have them iced, yung ganyan talaga. So tapos talagang nililimit namin yung nililimit namin yung pakikipag-associate nila doon sa mga kaibigan or everything or anything for that matter. Right. Tapos nakaano lang sila. At least mga 9 o'clock or maybe nakakapagpahinga na kayo kasi kailangan mong i-reserve talaga siya for a longer period of time.
Meanwhile, Tamayo in the game, shoots a 3-point shot short. Pascual with a rebound. Pascual to Tamayo, to Ganya. Ganya with a jumper. And it goes in for CJ Ganya. And again, the Delta connecting on baskets here. Medyo nakaka-frustrate din ito, Coach, no?
Yes,
if you're the La Union team.
I think what the players can do, yung mga La Union players, is like, they just like, continue playing, di ba? Don't give up. Still, I mean, everything can change. Kaya lang hindi pwedeng, you will just like, have them score, then you score. So hindi pwedeng ganun. You have to put a stop defensively.
And speaking of defensively, Devi Hernandez with that block as if sila pa yung trailing, no? And forcing that shot clock violation.
Yung intensity kasi kailangan tuloy-tuloy yan, hindi siya nawawala. Tsaka dapat they don't look at the score. Just continue playing kasi every time you look at the score, it adapts yung pressure.
Bianco losing the ball and now it's Minus on the run. Minus, and we have a foul on Levi Hernandez, stopping that fast break play. 1 minute and 47 seconds left in the third quarter of Game 1 of the Chooks to Go NBL Chairman's Cup 2021. Ruben Terrado along with Coach Odic Reyes of the Taguig Generals on the call. Of course, this is the rematch of last year's finals between Pampanga and La Union. Of course, Pampanga winning that series last year 3-1. This time it's a short series, best of 3.
You can see the interior defense being applied by Pampanga. Talagang nahihirapan makapag-penetrate ang La Union, especially do sa inside. They're just allowing them to take the shots from the outside.
And we have a foul, I think, on La Union. So Mark Tamayo will shoot 2 free throws here. Mark Tamayo has been cold. Medyo may mga games siya na hindi siya nakapaglaro. No?
Yes, I think matagal siya yatang medyo, it's like more of a family.
You're right. And our prayers to the family of Mark Tamayo. Tamayo missing that free throw. Coach, how hard is it? I know it's hard, no, na having a long break, no, and getting your rhythm.
Yeah.
So how hard is that? Meanwhile, we saw that block by
that's a good
CJ
block.
Ganya.
Yes.
What a block by CJ
Yes.
Ganya. And going to that point, how hard is it, Coach? Na yun nga, as we see Mark Tamayo with that 3-point shot.
Basically, yung physical thing is madali mo siyang i-replenish. Pero yung emotional,
Right.
I mean, you have to do some counseling kung kinakailangan kasi hindi siya talaga, especially yung situation ngayon, di ba? Nagsasama-sama lahat ng problems talaga. So you have to handle it maybe with professional help kung kinakailangan.
Ganya with that layup. And the attack continues. This is now a 40-point lead. Urtiza now at the right side against Hernandez. Running shot, no good. Leona with the rebound. And loose ball picked up by Leona. Back to Francisco. 26 seconds left. Urtiza with 4 on the 24. Jumper by Urtiza, no.
Well, La Union is like employing na yung ano nila, yung one pass, one shot offense now, which is not good. I mean, as we are telling earlier, you have to really stick with your system, whatever happens. Kasi if ever you will not be coming in close, or maybe you have to have still another game for tomorrow.
Right.
So, kailangan tuloy-tuloy lang yung effort mo eh. It's all about yung momentum eh.
We saw in the replay kanina, Coach, yung block ni CJ
Yes.
Ganya, no? What a play there by CJ Ganya. Meanwhile, Agulan missing that 3-point shot, and that ends the third quarter. So after the third quarter, we still have the Delta dominating the Power. 40-point lead for the Pampanga Delta. Look at the third quarter highlights. Encho Serrano leading the way. Look at their dominance. 39-10 in the third quarter for the Delta. Outscoring the Power in this third quarter. MJ Garcia contributing with that 3-point shot. So the story of the game is that domination for Pampanga. 40-point lead for the Delta. Fourth quarter when we return.
Handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ang pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Look at our hard-working officials. Of course, our Vice President of Basketball Operations, Mr. Edward Aquino, and our Executive Vice President, Ms. Rose Montreal. Very busy in this final series. Of course, aside from the NBL Finals, we also had the WNBL Finals, and we also had the WNBL 3x3. So day 2 would be tomorrow here at the Benzigiao Convention Center as we are now in the fourth quarter. I'm Ruben Terrado along with the Gig General's assistant coach, Odic Reyes, as we see that basket by Primo Manaloto. And coach, let's review lang saglit yung third quarter, no? What went right for Pampanga and what went wrong for La Union?
Well, for Pampanga, as I've said earlier, they're enjoying the game. They're really dictating the game. Yung fast break points sila is like talagang in effect. With regards sa La Union, it's like parang they're more of very tentative in their offense na, and then on defense nila, they're not really boxing out properly. So maybe it's because of exhaustion na, or I just hope they're not giving up already.
So yun ang question, coach, no? And I think we're seeing a lineup that is quite different, no? And
Yes.
there's the question of maybe perhaps resting the guys for tomorrow. Is that a good idea, coach? In your opinion,
Well,
if you're the coach, in this kind of situation?
Well,
with game 2 tomorrow,
Well,
what will you
in
do?
my opinion, I still have like to carry on the fight. Besides, if you're looking for resting the players na for tomorrow's game, you just give them the momentum, like yung positive side.
Right.
So you just continue playing. Maybe if things not coming in your way, maybe in the matter of 3 minutes or 4 minutes, or maybe 2 minutes, and then you just pull out yung mga starters mo to rest them. But the thing is, game 1 is very important.
Right.
So you just don't have to give up easily.
Coach, you're speaking from experience, no? Kasi kanina, ganyan din ang naging situation yun, no?
Yes.
Sa WNBL
Yes.
Finals where you were trailing big,
Yes.
but you came storming back, no?
Yes.
So at least yung momentum, madadala yan sa next game.
Yes, as Coach Mixon was saying earlier, no, sabi niya, we're doing it right. We're just not converting yung points. But the thing is, we're stopping them. So eventually, if yung offense mo will fall into place, hindi ka na mahirapan, which what happens dun fourth quarter namin.
So again, the WNBL Finals, that will also be tomorrow. Taguig facing Parañaque. You can watch that on the social media platforms of the NBL. Of course, our coach, our analyst, Coach Odic Reyes, part of the Taguig Lady Generals, eyeing to tie or equalize the series tomorrow in the WNBL Finals. Meanwhile, a miss by Pampanga. And now for the players naman, Coach, lalo na yung sila Mark Tamayo and Primo Manaloto, who seeing limited minutes during the season. How important is it to get this kind of minutes na it maybe perhaps the game is out of reach right now, but they're getting finals experience, Coach?
Yes, that's a good thing for them. Kasi if you experience like playing in a finals and then finishing the game, that's a big boost for your confidence. Kasi imagine mo, with that point yung lead ng Pampanga, and then they're still executing, then there's contributing pa. So that's a big factor.
Hernandez with a 3-point shot, no good. Rebound by La Union. And now Mines on the attack. They go to Agulan, taking the 3-point shot. It's good for Kirk Agulan. Kirk Agulan with a 3-point shot. He has actually struggled in the last few games. 2 of 13 from 3-point range in the last 2 games. After that, before hitting that 3-point shot. 8 minutes and 32 seconds left in the ball game. We have Maluyot entering the game for Pampanga. And now, medyo shock troopers na yung nakikita natin, no? Levy Hernandez now on the bench.
Yes, everyone are given the minutes, no? And this is good for Pampanga since they'll be playing again tomorrow, so they can utilize this all of those players. Makakatulong sa kanila yan.
Mines now at the right side to Francisco.
Same goes with La Union since they're using yung mga seldom used players nila. That would be a confidence booster for them also.
Pasqua with a 3-point bomb at the corner. 92-54. And again, Coach, 8 points away from the century mark, Coach, yung Pampanga Delta. Steal here by La Union. Francisco to Pasqua. Another 3-point try. Short. Rebound by Pascual. Tamayo now bringing the ball for Pampanga. To the corner, Baluyot. Missing the 3-point shot. Rebound by Plaza. Francisco to Agulan. Missing the 3-point shot. Rebound by Manaloto.
That could have been his third if ever.
Right, Coach. Tamayo. Firing a 3-point shot.
That's a long shot.
Right. And he misses that 3. Ball goes to La Union.
7 minutes to go.
And now, Ronald Santos on the bench now, being replaced by Raymond Binuya. Of course, this is the third straight time that Pampanga will play in the finals The first time was, Coach, actually against
Yes.
you.
Yes.
You won
Yes.
against Pampanga. Paano nyo ba ginawa yun, Coach?
Well,
Winning that,
basically,
balikan lang natin.
it's more of yung preparation eh. Kasi Coach B, Coach Mixon, and the rest of the coaching staff, sila Coach John, si Coach John Ferriol, so talagang sila Coach RJ, sila Coach Robin, sila Coach Koy. Kasi we made it a point na talagang yung preparation namin is very vital eh. Kasi we do yung scouting talagang diligently. Talagang ini-scout namin yung mga games ng mga kalaban namin, including yung mga individual tendencies nila. Tapos in-instill lang namin sa mga players namin na we can do better every day sa ginagawa natin. Hindi tayo pwedeng maging kontento lang. Tapos until ma-impose na namin sa kanila na we're a top caliber team. Whatever happens, nandyan tayo lagi.
Right.
Hindi tayo pwedeng maging mediocre team eh. Kailangan lagi kang top caliber team. Ganon yung ini-instill namin sa mga players namin.
And I think yung pagkatalo ng Pampanga against your team
Yeah.
sparked this
Exactly.
chase for the championship for Pampanga. They're eyeing for a second consecutive title here in the NBL as we see Manaloto with a hook shot, no good. And battle for the rebound is Pascual. We will have a jump. And speaking of Manaloto, Coach, he was part of that runner-up
including
team.
Ganya.
And what can you say about Primo Manaloto? Medyo, so far this season medyo limited minutes, but how about his potential? What can you say about Primo Manaloto?
He's a very good player for his position. I think what's happening kaya limited yung minutes niya is yung talented lineup nila.
Right.
Pero the good thing about him is nandyan siya eh. Alam niya na every time he's fielded in, talagang nagko-contribute siya in all aspects ng not only offensively but defensively. So same goes with Ganya, yung mga ibang players nila talagang alam mo yun, kailangan alam mo yung role mo talaga.
Right. And I think kahit with the likes of Manaloto and yun nga, Ganya, they could also be a formidable team, even without the guys like Levy Hernandez and Eddie Serrano. They've proven that when they faced you in the Season 2 finals. Meanwhile, we have Baluyot trying to slam that ball, but we have a turnover.
You can see yung intensity ng mga Pampanga, hindi siya nag-die down. That's what you look at in a player, in a team especially na it's not only yung if you are leading or maybe like trailing by as much. You just have to continue playing. That's it. That's the beauty of the game. Kailangan talaga laruin mo siya ng laruin. You have to exceed yung expectations most of the time. Hindi lang yung pag medyo, di ba? So dapat tuloy-tuloy lang.
Right.
Kasi that's how you develop yung character.
Missed by Blaza, and now it's with Mines. Francisco driving inside. The floater is good for Francisco. 92-57. Medyo natahimik ng konti yung opensa rito ng Pampanga. As we see Baluyot missing that open shot. And now it's Mines on the attack. Mines with a layup. 92-59. Pampanga hasn't scored for quite a while here. Baluyot to Tamayo. Binuya to Tamayo. Open shot. Short. Battle for the rebound. It's with Pascua. And now the pitch. Deflected by Tamayo. We're seeing some good signs, Coach.
Yes.
As far as La Union is concerned. They've been scoring and they're also defending.
Yes.
But before that, Coach, we'll take a break. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left in the ball game. We have a timeout. Okay, we've been talking about, Coach, yung Season 2 finals, and we're looking it back again.
Yes.
And Game 1, of course, the Generals winning at home, or on the road, I should say, against Pampanga, and then they completed the sweep at the Hagonoy Sports Complex in Taguig, and the Generals winning the Season 2 title. And of course, I'm with Coach Odic Reyes, one of the assistants during that time. And Coach, yun nga, no, you won Game 1. How important was it to win on the road, winning that game number 1? How important was that sa moral ninyo,
Yes,
Coach?
basically in a best of 3 series, Game 1 is very important because that would be a deciding factor. Kasi you have to wait, like, the good thing about best of 3 series is you have to win 2 games. But if you get that win number 1, you just have to do another one.
Right.
Unlike yung ikaw yun nandun sa so masyadong yung pressure, masyadong nandun. So it's very important to win Game 1. We always say that when we play yung mga best of 3 series, na if you get game number 1, we can do it easily na sa game number 2. If something happens sa game number 2, you have another chance for another game.
Right.
So yun yung ng importance ng game 1.
Tapos Coach, wala pa kayong home court advantage no? So how, and I remember that game number 2 na punong-puno yung Hagonoy Sports Complex, Coach, no? So ikaw, on your part, no, being a regional league, no? How, talagang may effect talaga ba yung home court?
Basically. Kasi, alam mo yun, parang ang 6-man mo is yung crowd. Tapos, everybody is like expecting talaga na, hindi, alam mo yun, hindi pa pwedeng matalo eh.
Right.
So, yun yung binibigay, ini-impose nila sa'yo. Tapos, yung energy na dinadala nila is like, imagine mo if you play for 1 minute, talagang yung energy mo, bigay na bigay. Talagang, wow. Iba yung nilalaro mo kasi you're playing for Taguig. Alam mo yung talagang, yung dito ako.
Right.
I would die for dun sa team talaga. Tapos alam mong nandun yung buong crowd sa'yo.
And that's what's unique sa ating liga, no?
Yes.
Lahat ng players, all from Taguig, all from
Yes.
Pampanga, all from La Union. So talagang nandun yung pride, no?
Talaga. At ang ganda talaga ng ng concept ng NBL. Talagang nabibigyan talaga ng chance yung mga homegrown players natin. Kaya naman pag nabigyan sila ng pagkakataon, they're really giving it their all.
Right.
Talagang, alam mo yun, instances talagang they cannot sleep pag natalo, di ba, talagang ganun. Tsaka nakakatuwa kasi nadidevelop mo sa mga bata yung passion. Kasi not only in basketball lagi namin sinasabi sa kanila pagkatapos ng basketball kung ano yung natutunan nyo rito, you will apply it sa buhay niya. Kaya this is a good avenue for the homegrown players.
And Coach, of course, napag-usapan na rin yung crowd, no? I hope na very soon we could see the crowds back in the stadium. Of course, right now we are forced to play at a neutral site here at the Brenzigiao Convention Center dahil medyo konti ang cases. But now, we're hoping that someday
God willing.
We'll have the crowds back.
Yes.
Meanwhile, back to the game. Tamayo shoots a 3-point shot. It's good for Mark Tamayo. And now it's a 96-60 lead. And Coach, of course, with this impending win, no? Now, let's talk about adjustments, Coach.
Yes.
Maybe let's start with La Union, no?
Yes.
They were playing very well in the first half, but all of a sudden, biglang nag-pull away itong Pampanga, no? If you're La Union, what kind of adjustments will you make entering game 2, considering na very short yung turnaround?
Yeah, with due respect to Coach Louie, no? I know.
Right.
I know he handles the team that well. Ang tingin ko lang is like, after the game, just forget it. Diba? Ituloy lang yung mga good habits sila. Like maybe they can watch the game and then what right things that we did dun sa first half. And then dun lang sila mag-concentrate. Kung ano man yung pagkakamali na nagawa, if they may call it pagkakamali, that's beyond their control na. Tapos na yan. They just have to get motivated and get back dun sa focus sila for tomorrow's game.
And then with Pampanga,
with
Coach,
Pampanga
no?
naman, well, basically, you just have to, I always make it a point na, pag nanalo kami sa game, ang lagi kong sinasabi, nandiyan lahat naman yan tama di ba? Pero we have to exceed pa din kung ano yung ginawa natin. Kasi, that's the only way para ma-improve pa yung game natin.
Pero Coach, if you watching this game, no?
Yeah.
Watching it very close. If there's something that Pampanga na hindi nila nagawa or they didn't do so quite well in game number 1, ano kaya yon? I mean, we can see that they actually played a near perfect game. But ikaw, ano nakikita mong medyo pang adjustments pa nila?
Ang tingin ko na lang siguro kung hinabaan pa nila yung mga starters nila na naglaro, it could be a blowout talaga game. So yun na lang ang nakikita ko so far. Pero with regards sa even yung mga seldom used nila,
maputol na kita. Rebounder ng Bayan, no? Selyado ang ilalim. Kay Marchie Blasa, ang ating rebounder ng Bayan, natin sa inyo ng Chooks to Go, ang nag-iisang manok ng Bayan. Pasensya na, Coach. Kailangan natin ipasok to. But yun nga, Coach, going back to your point, no, na ano pa ba yung sinabi mo, yung mga starters?
Yun na lang
kulang nila.
Yun na lang. Tingin ko yun na lang ang kulang. Kung medyo natagalan pa yung naglaro yung mga yun, di ba? It could have been like a blowout talaga, di ba? Tapos siguro more of yung siguro makita natin yung nila kasi although they're playing like deliberate zone
Okay.
Yung more of yung trapping pa nila or maybe yung man-to-man defense sila. Kasi the beauty of it, makikita talaga natin how they will perform, especially if they will apply it dun sa La Union.
Coach, before we end, shortly, about Jason Apolonio, how crucial will his potential absence be in game number 2?
Well, I hope.
Of course, we're hoping for the best.
Yes, we're hoping for the best. But kung halimbawang he won't be able to make it, as I've said earlier, alam ko may game plan pa rin si Coach Louie dyan.
Right.
Kasi ang preparation naman is not for one game lang. And he can utilize some players na mag-fill in dun kay Jason Apolonio. Again, we're hoping for the best na sana it's just something like a strain or what.
Right.
Not that serious.
And of course, a candidate na pwede mag-step up for the next game is Erwin Silveri. Medyo nag-struggle siya for tonight, no? Meanwhile, Binuya converting on the free throw. 98-67. We are nearing the century mark para dito sa Pampanga Delta. And of course, Coach, it's a pleasure to work with you no, for the first time. Good luck to the Pampanga Lady Generals in the final series in the WNBL. No?
Thank you, Sir Ruben. Actually, it's also my pleasure working with you.
All right, so game 1 goes to the Pampanga Delta. They beat the La Union Power 98-69. And Pampanga one win away from back-to-back. From going back-to-back here in the NBL Finals. A lopsided win. We will wrap up our coverage with Coach Odik when we return. Of course, di ka paalis, ha?
Oh, yeah.
Handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan, nag-aalab ng pusong handang makipagsabayan.
Handa na makipagsabayan kahit anong nakaharang handang tapakan. Bawat pawis na papatak, kada apak at yabag may kahalong pangarap gustong maiangat.
NBL, ito ang liga ng bayan.
Final here in game number 1, the Pampanga Delta winning this one against the La Union Power 98-69. And our Hey Chicken Burger best player of the game, Encho Serrano. with a heroic performance here in game number 1, giving the Pampanga Delta first blood in this best of 3 final series. Serrano and the rest of the Delta can wrap it up tomorrow in game number 2, and kasama na natin si Encho Serrano. At Encho, ang ganda na pinakita mo in terms of not just in scoring but also yung being a facilitator sa team mo, no? And talk about yung naging adjustments nyo going into the second quarter, no? Dahil dun talaga kayo lumayo, eh. Ano bang napag-usapan ninyo?
Ayun, yung mindset ko kasi alam ko na nakapokus sila sa akin. So parang inisip ko before pa lang ng game na to na sabi ko mag-extra assist ako sa mga teammates ko kasi alam ko na minsan dinodouble nila ako. So ayun, lagi silang open kaya binibigay ko lang.
Double performance para sa'yo, Encho. 17 points, 10 assists dito sa game number 1. And final question ko, Encho, game 2 bukas, konting pahinga. Ano bang plano ninyo? Isi-sweep nyo na ba itong ating NBL finals, Encho?
Sana. Bibigay lang namin yung best namin. Sana makuha na namin bukas yung game 2 para mag-champion na kami.
Again, Encho Serrano, ang ating Hey Chicken Burger Best Player of the Game. Baka may gusto kang pasalamatan at batiin.
Una, syempre, nagpapasalamat ako sa Panginoon sa panalong binigay niya sa amin. Papasalamat din ako kay Governor Dennis Delta Pineda na walang sawang suporta sa amin. Binabati ko pala yung family ko, lalong-lalo na yung mama ko. Belated happy birthday, ma. Sorry, di ako nakauwi kasi nag-focus talaga ako dito sa game. Belated din sa lolo ko. And advance sa birthday ng kapatid ko. Hopefully, sana makauwi na ako nun. And binabati ko din yung family Navarro, si Boss Nad Triple R, yung pinsan ko na may birthday din, si Ate Jel Serrano, and si Kuya JB Balingit. Maraming salamat. Okay. Ako si Encho Serrano, certified homegrown ng Pampanga.
Maraming salamat, Encho. Good luck bukas sa game number 2, ang ating Hey Chicken Burger Best Player of the Game, si Encho Serrano. Let's go now to the highlights of game number 1 of the Chooks to Go NBL Chairman's Cup Finals. And of course, in the first quarter, a strong start for La Union. Jason Apolonio with that running shot. They actually led 10-4 early in the first, but Pampanga came storming back. This give and go play to Ablao, but in the end, in the first quarter, Ranzel Yong with that short stop with a 25-18 lead for the Delta. And now in the second quarter, Coach, dito talaga medyo talagang nagpakita na ng gilas itong Pampanga, no? Dito na sila medyo lumalayo. Ano ba nangyari no second quarter, Coach?
Yes, in second quarter kasi aside from like yung defense nila were really that tight na. They were really yung offensive transition game nila is put into place na. Because of dung mga reboundings nila, especially mga defensive rebounds nila, and after that a fast break turns out yung fast break points.
And then in the third quarter, Coach, no, dito na talaga yung kumbaga inassert nila yung kanilang might with MJ Garcia hitting that 3-point shot, 88-48 in the third. And then in the fourth, it was still a very dominating performance, Coach. Walang let up halos, Coach, in the fourth quarter.
Kasi nangyari nga sa kanila, as I was saying a while ago, masyado na sila nag-enjoy, masyado na silang naging comfortable. That's why they're playing like parang flow of the game na lang. So wala na masyadong naging parang effort on the part of La Union na stop yung game ng La Union.
Again, Pampanga winning game 1 and a schedule tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Meron po tayong awarding ceremonies that will be at 2:30 p.m. before game number 2 of the WNBL finals between Taguig and Parañaque. The Aces looking to sweep the series, and then in the 5:30 p.m. encounter, game number 2 of the Chooks to Go NBL Chairman's Cup, the Pampanga Delta going for the crown against the La Union Power. Tip-off shortly at 5:30 p.m. We will be live on Solar Sports. So that ends our coverage of the NBL Finals. And Coach Odik, it's a pleasure, and we will see you tomorrow for the NBL Finals. In behalf of my partner, Coach Odik Reyes, the production team, and our league officials, I'm Ruben Terrado, and we will see you tomorrow for game number 2. Ito ang NBL, ang tahanan ng tunay na homegrown.